Welcome back to the Wisdom English podcast. Let me ask you a brutally honest question. Can you speak English right now? I don't mean reading a book or taking a test. I mean, if I asked you a simple question about your life, could you answer it out loud, instantly, without translating in your head? If the answer is no, or not really, then this episode is exactly what you need. Today, I am going to teach you one of the most powerful and easiest daily habits for speaking English fluently. It requires no teacher, no textbook, and no travel. It requires just you, your voice, and one simple question. It is called the question of the day method. Many learners think they need to have a partner to practice speaking, but the truth is, you spend 24 hours a day with the best speaking partner in the world, yourself. If you do this method every day, your brain will start to think in English automatically. You will stop translating. You will speak faster. In this masterclass, we are going to move beyond simple questions like, "What is your name?" We are going to practice 4 different types of thinking: describing facts, expressing feelings, imagining the future, and giving opinions. By the end of this lesson, you will have a complete system to turn your daily life into a fluency workout. Are you ready to unlock your voice? Let's begin. Part 1. The philosophy: why one question changes everything. Before we practice, you need to understand why this works. Speaking fluently is not about knowing everything. It is about retrieval. Retrieval is the ability to find the words you know in your brain and bring them to your mouth quickly. When you read, the words are on the page. When you listen, the words are in your ears. But when you speak, the page is blank. You have to create the words. This is scary for the brain. The question of the day method works because it is low pressure. You are not in a job interview. You are not talking to a stranger. You are safe. This lowers your anxiety filter and allows your brain to practice retrieval without fear. It turns the passive vocabulary in your head into active vocabulary in your mouth. Here is the rule. You ask yourself one question. You answer it out loud. And then this is the secret: you try to answer it again, but with more detail. Part 2. The reporter mode, describing facts. The first type of question puts you in reporter mode. A reporter describes the facts: who, what, where, when. This helps you master the present tense and daily vocabulary. Let's practice. I will give you a question and then a model answer. First, listen and understand. Repeat after me in the pause. Question: what are you doing right now? Answer: right now I am sitting at my desk and listening to a podcast. This uses the present continuous tense, am sitting, listening, to describe an action happening in the moment. Question: what did you eat for breakfast? Answer: I had a bowl of oatmeal with blueberries and a black coffee. Notice we use had instead of ate. To have breakfast is very natural. Oatmeal is a specific food, better than just saying food. Question: what is the weather like today? Answer: it is a bit cloudy, but the temperature is quite mild. Mild is a great adjective. It means the weather is gentle, not too hot, not too cold. Question: what are you wearing? Answer: I am wearing a comfortable gray hoodie and my favorite jeans. Hoodie is a specific type of casual sweater with a hood. Being specific with vocabulary makes you sound more fluent. Question: what is on your schedule for today? Answer: I have a meeting at 10 a.m. and then I need to go grocery shopping. On your schedule means what you have planned. Grocery shopping is the specific phrase for buying food. Question: where are you going after this? Answer: after this, I'm heading to the gym for a quick workout. Heading to is a natural, casual way to say going to. Workout is the noun for exercise. Question: who did you talk to today? Answer: I spoke briefly with my neighbor about the weather. Briefly is an adverb that adds detail, meaning for a short time. Question: what time did you wake up? Answer: my alarm went off at 7, but I didn't get up until 7:15. Went off is the phrasal verb for an alarm ringing. This sentence shows a sequence of events. Shadowing practice, the reporter mode. Excellent. Now, let's practice speaking these facts fluently. I will say the sentence once. You repeat it immediately. Right now, I am sitting at my desk and listening to a podcast. I had a bowl of oatmeal with blueberries and a black coffee. It is a bit cloudy, but the temperature is quite mild. I am wearing a comfortable gray hoodie and my favorite jeans. I have a meeting at 10 a.m., and then I need to go grocery shopping. After this, I'm heading to the gym for a quick workout. I spoke briefly with my neighbor about the weather. My alarm went off at 7, but I didn't get up until 7:15. Pause. Part 3. The therapist mode, expressing feelings. Now we move deeper. Therapist mode is about expressing how you feel. This helps you use adjectives and emotional vocabulary. Question: how are you feeling right now? Answer: I'm feeling a little energetic because I just had some coffee. Energetic is a great upgrade from good. The word because links the feeling to a reason. Question: what is making you stressed? Answer: I'm a bit overwhelmed by the amount of work I have to do. Overwhelmed is a powerful adjective. It means you have too much to deal with and feel heavy mental pressure. Question: what made you smile today? Answer: I saw a cute video of a dog that really brightened my day. Brighten my day is a beautiful idiom. It means something made your day happier. Question: are you looking forward to anything? Answer: yes. I can't wait for the weekend to relax. Looking forward to and can't wait for are essential phrases for expressing positive anticipation. Question: what are you grateful for today? Answer: I appreciate having a quiet place to study. To appreciate is a formal and sincere way to say you are thankful for something. Question: do you feel confident in your English? Answer: sometimes I feel shy, but I am proud of my progress. Proud is a positive feeling of satisfaction with yourself. It is important to acknowledge your own hard work. Question: what is bothering you? Answer: the noise from the construction outside is really annoying. Bothering means causing irritation. Annoying describes something that makes you a little angry or frustrated. Question: how do you relax? Answer: I find that listening to classical music calms my nerves. Calms my nerves is a great collocation for reducing stress. Shadowing practice. The therapist mode. Wonderful. Let's practice expressing your inner world. Repeat after me. I'm feeling a little energetic because I just had some coffee. I'm a bit overwhelmed by the amount of work I have to do. I saw a cute video of a dog that really brightened my day. Yes, I can't wait for the weekend to relax. I appreciate having a quiet place to study. Sometimes I feel shy, but I am proud of my progress. The noise from the construction outside is really annoying. I find that listening to classical music calms my nerves. Pause. Part 4. The dreamer mode. Hypotheticals and future. This mode is for practicing future tenses and conditionals. If, then sentences. This helps you sound more advanced. Question. What will you do tomorrow? Answer. If the weather is nice, I will go for a long run in the park. This uses the first conditional, if plus present, will plus verb, to talk about a possible future plan. Question. Where would you like to travel? Answer. I would love to visit Japan to see the cherry blossoms. Would love to is a way to express a dream or strong desire. Cherry blossoms is specific vocabulary. Question. What would you do with $1 million? Answer. I would buy a big house for my parents and travel the world. This is the second conditional, would plus verb, for unreal or imaginary situations. Question. What are your goals for next year? Answer. I plan to reach a C1 level in English by next December. Plan to indicates a firm intention. Reach a level is a good collocation for goals. Question. What are you going to eat for dinner? Answer. I'm probably going to order pizza because I'm too tired to cook. Going to is used for future plans. Probably shows you are not 100% sure yet. Question. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Answer. I wish I could fly so I could see the world from above. I wish I could is a classic structure for talking about impossible desires. Question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Hope to be working uses the continuous infinitive to describe a future ongoing state. Question. What is your dream job? Answer. My dream is to become a professional writer. To become implies a process of change and growth. Shadowing practice. The dreamer mode. Fantastic. Let's practice talking about the future and your imagination. Repeat after me. If the weather is nice, I will go for a long run in the park. I would love to visit Japan to see the cherry blossoms. I would buy a big house for my parents and travel the world. I plan to reach a C1 level in English by next December. I'm probably going to order pizza because I'm too tired to cook. I wish I could fly so I could see the world from above. I hope to be working in an international company. My dream is to become a professional writer. Part 5. The critic mode, opinions, and analysis. This is the most advanced mode. Here, you give reasons and explain why you think something. This builds complex sentence structures. Question: do you prefer coffee or tea? Answer: I prefer coffee because it gives me the energy boost I need in the morning. Don't just say coffee. Explain why. Energy boost is a great phrase. Question: what did you think of the movie? Answer: I thought the acting was great, but the plot was a little boring. This sentence uses but to show a balanced opinion, good acting versus bad story. Plot means the story of the movie. Question: is social media good or bad? Answer: in my opinion, it is useful for connection, but it can be addictive. In my opinion signals you are sharing a thought. Addictive means it is hard to stop using it. Question: why are you learning English? Answer: I believe that English opens up more career opportunities for me. Opens up opportunities is a fantastic professional phrase. I believe that is stronger than I think. Question: do you prefer the city or the countryside? Answer: I prefer the city because I love having everything within walking distance. Within walking distance means close enough to walk to. This is a very advanced and natural phrase. Question: what is the best way to relax? Answer: personally, I find that reading is the best way to disconnect from stress. Personally emphasizes that this is your unique view. To disconnect means to unplug or step away from problems. Question: is it better to work alone or in a team? Answer: it depends on the task, but I generally enjoy collaboration. It depends is the best way to answer a complex question. Collaboration is a professional word for working together. Question: what makes a good friend? Answer: a good friend is someone who listens without judging. This is a complex definition. Without judging means they accept you as you are. Shadowing practice. The critic mode. Excellent. Let's practice expressing your complex opinions. Repeat after me. I prefer coffee because it gives me the energy boost I need in the morning. I thought the acting was great, but the plot was a little boring. In my opinion, it is useful for connection, but it can be addictive. I believe that English opens up more career opportunities for me. I prefer the city because I love having everything within walking distance. Personally, I find that reading is the best way to disconnect from stress. It depends on the task, but I generally enjoy collaboration. A good friend is someone who listens without judging. Part 6. The expansion technique. Now that you have the 4 modes, how do you speak for longer? You use the expansion technique. When you answer a question, don't stop at one sentence. Use a connector word to add more. Connectors: because, however. For example, also. Let's practice expanding a simple answer into a fluent story. Question: what is your favorite season? Level 1 simple. My favorite season is autumn. Level 2. Because. My favorite season is autumn because I love the cool weather. Level 3. However. My favorite season is autumn because I love the cool weather. However, I don't like it when it rains too much. Level 4. Also, example. My favorite season is autumn because I love the cool weather. However, I don't like it when it rains too much. Also, I love the fashion. For example, I love wearing cozy sweaters and boots. See? We went from 5 words to 35 words just by adding connectors. Let's shadow this full, expanded answer. Shadowing practice. Expansion. My favorite season is autumn because I love the cool weather. However, I don't like it when it rains too much. Also, I love the fashion. For example, I love wearing cozy sweaters and boots. Part 7. Real conversation practice simulation. Now, let's put it all together. I will ask you the question, and then I will provide a model answer for you to shadow. Imagine we are having a coffee together. So, tell me, what is your favorite way to spend a weekend?
Well, if I have the time, I love going to the beach. The sound of the ocean really helps me relax and forget about work. However, if the weather is bad, I usually just stay home and read. For example, last weekend it rained, so I finished a whole book in one day.
That sounds lovely. And what are you working on these days?
Right now, I am focusing heavily on improving my English. I practice every day because I want to get a better job in the future. It can be difficult sometimes, especially the grammar. But I feel proud when I can understand a whole video without subtitles.
The final secret. You have just practiced describing facts, expressing feelings, imagining the future, and giving opinions. You have expanded your answers and simulated a real conversation. And now, for the secret I promised at the beginning. The simple secret that makes this question of the day method the fastest way to fluency is this. You are bridging the gap between your two identities. Right now, you have a native language identity, fluent, funny, smart, and an English identity, quiet, simple, maybe a bit shy. By answering questions about your real life, your real feelings, and your real opinions in English, you are merging these two identities. You are teaching your brain that English me is the same interesting person as real me. When you talk about what you care about, the language sticks. So, here is your challenge. Start today. Get a small notebook. Write day 1 at the top. Write one question. What is one thing that made me smile today? Answer it out loud, then write it down. Do this for 30 days, and you will be amazed at who you become. Join me tomorrow for day 2, where we will learn how to stop translating in your head completely. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Wisdom English podcast channel to watch our next videos.